Good morning to all. Welcome to your science class. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 10, reaching the age of adolescence. We have discussed in our last class adolescence and puberty and the characteristics of puberty and adolescence. So today we are going to discuss development of secondary sexual characters and reproductive phase in humans and reproductive function of hormones. Firstly, we will discuss development of secondary sexual characters. In boys, the facial hair grow, mustaches, and beard. On the basis of secondary sexual characters, a male looks different from the female. In girls, the breasts begin to develop at puberty. The hairs grow under the arms and in the pubic region. In both girl and boys, these changes are controlled by hormones. Hormones are the chemical substances secreted by the endocrine glands. Endocrine glands is present in the uh, human body. In females, the ovaries release the female hormones estrogen, which enhance the breast development. The mammary glands, milk secreting gland, develop inside the breast. In males, the testes release the male hormones testosterone, which is responsible for the development of secondary sexual characters. All these hormones are secreted under control of another hormone secreted by pituitary gland. Testes, ovaries, and pituitary gland are endocrine gland, and all endocrine gland are secreted hormones. Only pancreas, a endocrine gland, secreted hormones and enzyme. Uh, Pancreas gland is a mixed gland. And reproductive functions of hormones. The main endocrine gland in our body are pituitary, thyroxine, pancreas, adrenal, testes, and ovaries. These are glands are endocrine glands. These glands release hormones direct to the blood so that to reach a particular part of organ. The body part or organ on which the hormones act and the organ respond is called the target site. The testes release sex hormones testosterone in male, while in female the ovaries release estrogen. The sex hormones are responsible for male and female secondary sexual characters. The hormones secreted by pituitary gland stimulates the secretion and activity of sex hormones. Both the sex hormones released in the blood stream reach different parts of the body or target site. As a result, they stimulate the changes in the body at onset of puberty. Main change in puberty due to hormones in a human body. Reproductive phase in human. The adolescent boys come capable of reproduction when their testes begin to produce sperm, and girl capable of reproduction when their ovaries begin to produce ova. In males, the capacity of maturation and production of gamete sperm lasts for a longer time duration than in females. In females, girls, the reproductive phase begins at the age of 10 to 12 years and generally lasts up to the age of nearly 45 to 50 years. At the onset of puberty, the ova begin to mature, and once in 28 days, a mature ova is released. The uterus wall becomes thick to prepare itself for receiving the egg. If the egg is fertilized, it begins to develop. This is called pregnancy. What if the fertilization of egg fails? The thick lining of the uterus along the with blood shed off. This process is called menstruation and occurs once in 28 days. The first menstruation flow begins at puberty called menarche. It stopped at the age of 45 to 50 years called menopause. Hormones are responsible for the menstrual cycle, which includes the menstruation of egg, thickening of uterus wall, and breakdown of wall if fertilization does not occur. But it egg is fertilized, it begins to divide and embedded in uterus for their development, which marks a restart of pregnancy. Look at this picture, menstrual cycle. Yeah, menstruation cycle. First phase, uterine cycle. In this cycle, layer of endometrium is thick and blood release, and 1 to 4 days, yeah, 5 days in a female. Menstrual cycle in female repeat in 28 days, and in 28 days ovarian hormones, estradiol hormone, progesterone, and anterior pituitary hormones like luteinizing hormones and follicle stimulating hormones release in a menstrual cycle. And body temperature is 37 degrees centigrade to 36 degree centigrade, and follicle developed by LH and FH hormones. When LH level is high, then ovulation is occur. Then Graafian follicle blood fill in and produce progesterone hormone. Progesterone hormone, estrogen hormones is produced, and corpus luteum is formed. Menstrual cycle is arise in a female in 10 to 12 years generally. This time is called menarche, and menstrual cycle is stopped in female in 45 to 50 years is called menopause. Next point, how is sex determined? We often hear the woman talking about who is going to have a baby and whether she will have a baby girl or boy. Do you know what make a fertilized egg develop either into a boy or a girl? These instructions are present in the thread-like structure called chromosomes inside the zygote fertilized egg. For the determination of sex of a baby, these thread-like chromosomes are present in the nucleus of each cell. In the cell of human being, there are 23 pair of chromosomes, 46 chromosomes. Two chromosomes named X and Y are called sex chromosome, while the remaining 22 pairs are autosomes in male human. In case of female, there are one pair XX type of chromosomes and 22 pair of autosomes chromosomes. Each gamete sperm has only one set of chromosomes, and fertilized has 22 chromosomes, autosomes, and one sex chromosome X, while a sperm has 22 chromosomes, autosomes, and one Y or X chromosome. So all the eggs are similar, but the sperm are of two kinds. When an egg is fertilized by a sperm containing X chromosomes, the zygote will have two X chromosomes and it develop into a baby girl. But if the egg is fertilized by a sperm containing Y chromosomes, the zygote will have XY chromosomes and it will develop into a baby boy. In our society, the mother is balanced for the sex of her baby, but scientifically, the chromosomes of father determines the sex of a baby. So the father, not a mother, is responsible for the sex of an unborn baby. Look at this picture. A male sex chromosome X and Y, and female sex chromosome is XX. Look at this picture. In X and Y, male sex chromosomes, and XX female sex chromosomes. When X and X combined, then X female baby born, and X and Y male and X female, then XY male baby born. So BR say uh, male is responsible for the sex and unborn baby. Today our topic is finished. We will discuss our next topic in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.